Hey YouTube, Targetpopper here. This is the MAS 4956. This is an old Century Arms International import. This one is still in 7.5 by 54 French. I picked this rifle up a few months ago from a gentleman here in Michigan, and he had it for a number of years. He said he only shot it a couple times and then he put it away. He said he had two of them that he never used. Primary reason being that this stuff is not super easy to find, but you can still find it in bulk here and there. These particular rifles typically come with a few magazines, like a mag pouch, the cleaning kits, bayonet, night sights, grenade launching boots, sling, scope, all sorts of other accoutrements, manuals, tons of stuff that usually comes with these guns. I know towards the end of their imports, they kind of start running out of the stuff to give away with them, or they start just selling them individually. This particular gun came with magazines, manuals, the grenade launching boot, and the sling. So, still better than nothing. This is actually a pretty underrated cartridge, and it's a very underrated rifle. You get a lot of velocity out of this. This is pretty much a slightly longer 308, and in my opinion, it's not as punishing on the shoulder as a 308 is. Rifle fires from a 10-round detachable box magazine. I think they made also 20-round magazines, but I'm not sure if those were official or just stuff that was thought up here in the States. So they can be fed from either that or from a charger. You got your stainless steel gas block with a cutoff, your grenade sight, and also a slider to adjust how deeply the grenade sits. I think that's to allow the gas to build up in the grenade and propel it at different ranges, but I'm not sure. I don't read French, so I can't really read the manual too well. Your front sight, if you can see it, it's pretty wide, but the nice thing about that front sight is it's knurled and you can adjust it without any special tools. So if you're at the range sighting this rifle in, you don't need a special tool. Really, for windage, the only thing that you need is a screwdriver, and that'll adjust your windage left and right. And it's a very nice tight aperture, and I'm finding I'm getting very nice groups with this rifle out at 100 yards. I'm talking like 2.5 inch groups at 100 with this thing. That's not too bad with surplus ammo. Of course, this is a good surplus. This is very good ammo, very consistent loads, very consistent weight on the bullet, very nice bullets. I pulled a few of these apart to check them out and put them back together. Very consistent loads, very consistent bullet weights. So, I'd love to take this gun apart for you in this video, but due to some obvious equipment issues, I am limited to one hand, so we can really only do a quick tabletop review on the gun. What was I going to say? These are actually almost impossible to take apart unless you start removing material. And the reason for that being so is the French had a habit of making sure soldiers and customers could not take apart these rifles. There's a screw right here that goes up, and there's a screw that comes down. These two screws mate together, and the one in here is staked super deeply on each side, and in order to take the buttstock off, you have to take that one out and then that one out and then slide the buttstock off. So you really kind of can't take the buttstock off unless you remove material. To remove the forearm, that's actually pretty easy to do. I had to make a special screwdriver so I could remove the barrel band screw right there. This is a true direct gas impingement gun. The AR-15 is some kind of weird hybrid. Everybody kind of points as the AR-15 as one of the direct gas impingements, but in reality that gun kind of uses like a weird piston bolt carrier kind of combo where it expands the gas, pushes the bolt, which is the piston, pushes the carrier back, unlocking the whole system. So it's kind of a hybrid design. Really, it's kind of a weird, unique design. This is a true gas impingement gun. It's just a straight tube going into a cavity in the bolt carrier. As the gas builds up, it just throws the bolt back. There's nothing in the bolt carrier unlocking. There's nothing like that. It's pretty much a Tokarev FAL kind of a bolt where it just drops the rear and then gets picked up by dual hooks on the carrier and then carried backwards. So even though it's direct gas impingement, it stays extremely clean. It's got a very gentle recoil to it for being such a hefty cartridge. It's about a 140 grain bullet. I can't remember how fast these were traveling, but they're moving pretty quick. Super accurate. I think the bores are chrome lined because the guy said he shot the gun, didn't clean it, and just put it away. So I was a little worried, but when I got it home and cleaned it, the bore actually squeaked as I ran a patch through it, and I looked down there, and it's a perfect mirror almost. I think also the French used a lot of non-corrosive primers. I don't know if they use those from the get-go, so always clean your French surplus firing rifles as you would corrosively primed ammunition. So anyway, once I get my technical difficulties with this camera figured out, we'll be able to do some real good videos of basically just field stripping and quite a bit of shooting. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.